Vanakkam makkale, welcome to Mithravin Paarvai. Naan ungal Mithra from Sweden. So today, the show will be in English. So again, I'm happy to invite Deepti ji once again here. So without wasting my time, I will take Deepti ji. And also, if you have any questions, please shoot up your questions to her. She will definitely answer. Namaste and good evening, Deepti ji. Welcome back. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me again. Mitra ji, it's always a pleasure.
It's again same here, yeah. Deepti ji. Thanks a lot for coming. Again, Deepti ji, some people have, some viewers, like our viewers have some doubts. It's basically, they wanted to know whether you're safe. First, they are very much worried about your safety. So please tell our viewers that what is your actual stage and what you're going to do in future now.
See, obviously, there's a lot of pressure coming in from all the sides. Okay. Yeah. But I am safe. So to keep people informed that I am safe, I am marking attendance daily on Twitter with something or the other. Yeah. Okay. So regarding the threat, see, after I started sharing these drives, which is a total, I was never into Sushant's case. Never. I was not even following, all these shows that were happening, because I was into Srideviji's case.
Yeah, that was my next question. I'm sorry to interrupt. That was my next question. Yeah, everyone is having the same doubt. Kindly, please.
So I was into Srideviji's case, totally neck deep, harassed, and totally drained. Okay, because Srideviji's case is a case, it was, buried between the government of two powerful nations. So you can understand the kind of interferences or obstacles or opposition that I faced trying to bring the truth about Srideviji out. Okay, so I have already been facing this pressure since 2018. But after people came to know that my team has laid hands on Sushant's drives, and after I started making the contents public, the pressure is more, but the risk on life has not increased because, firstly, there are many other factors as well. One thing is that since my case is in ICJ, International Court of Justice, as per its norms, there's a clause that if anything happens to the representative, I am not the petitioner there, I am the representative, okay, or to the representative or the solicitor, then the case is ruled in our favor by default.
Okay.
So people, if anyone has any intention of harming us so that the truth doesn't come out, the motive is no longer there.
Okay.
Right. So that way, there is no risk on life. Yes, my security is being taken care of, and but the pressure is there. Okay. I am also, people from authority have contacted me saying, they have shown interest in the drives, but in Srideviji's case also in 2020, when we got to speak with our authorities about it, we even spoke with President, we spoke with Indian Law Minister, we spoke with many top ministers and many top diplomats about it. They are aware of Sridevi. Okay, they promised support. Okay, they started with helping, but unfortunately, I don't know for whatever reasons, in August 2020, it was Ravi Shankar Prasad ji who had promised me support in February and March. It was he who blocked the case.
Okay, yeah.
He filed an injunction blocking the case, but he could never give a valid reason for doing the same in the court. Okay. So actions were taken against him, some measures, legal measures and all, like dissolving of the ULM committee in Supreme Court of India. Unfortunately, all these things are not reported by the media.
Okay.
Mainstream media.
All right.
Okay. So how did I come across this Sushant thing?
Yes.
Mitra ji? Yes. So since Srideviji also was in Bombay, right? Bollywood film industry.
Bollywood. Yeah.
And Sushant also worked for Bollywood film industry. So both were in the same field. And my team, I have been getting information from inside sources. If I have been able to crack Srideviji's case and file a case on it, that means that I have sources of information from within the industry as well, right?
Yeah.
So that's how I got to hear that. I mean, one of the watchmen had these drives.
Yeah, that's what the next question. Everyone they have this kind of particular doubt. They're asking me, how come the watchman handed over to Deepti ji? How it reached? So it's like, it could, why it reached and how it reached. So this is the
See, first of all, let me make it clear that these are not the only copies of Sushant's drives that are there around. There are other copies there as well.
okay.
And here another question comes is that does CBI have one copy of the drives already?
Okay. Okay.
Is this the reason that it is not finding it necessary to collect it from me? See, this is a question which CBI can answer better, especially SP Nupur Prasad ji. Okay,
Yeah.
but we need an answer. I had been to CBI office twice to discuss about these drives. Okay, and I can say for sure that they are aware that I had been there to discuss about the drives only.
Okay. So even I have some. Sorry. I thought
Yeah,
I thought you
please.
finished.
No,
No,
please.
they had the same question. Like, one thing is like, if anything is related to the SSR case, it should reach CBI. That's
Yeah, I did. That was
yeah.
the first. That was my first action. That
So
was
you did
what
from
I
your
did.
side. Okay.
Yeah, see, even before you people knew,
Mm.
okay, if you follow my videos about Srideviji's case towards the end, like I think this was in the March month of February, February 2021. Okay, if you follow, I have been giving interviews about Sridevi case on different YouTube channels since September 2020. After I started sharing the Supreme Court documents, ICJ documents, and Sridevi's original death report
Yes.
document for records on Twitter,
Okay.
it caught the attention of some YouTubers. Because I was tagging everyone. I was tagging the Dubai Health Authority. I was tagging the Indian authorities. I was tagging the Supreme Court of India, and I'm sharing the documents, crying okay. So they
You
caught
just
that.
followed the proper protocol, like how you should do. You did that.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's the reason. That's the reason. I mean, when I got to hear about it, and then when after verifying that the information was right, after myself getting hands on it, see, it's lockdown time. I am not traveling everywhere. I am also getting
Exactly.
informations.
Yeah.
So after making sure that the drives reached me, after verifying them, it was then that I decided to. And even I had been telling in some interviews in February that I have some information regarding Sushant's drives. So I have. So we contacted CBI office, and through Astana, Rakesh Astana sir's office, we could manage to, we got an appointment on 8th of March 2021. Okay. I was told that SP Nupur Prasad ji will be there in Mumbai the whole week. So the appointment was set for 8th of March in Bandra Kurla office.
Okay.
Okay. And I have documented it widely on Twitter with
Yeah.
photographs. Me
We saw
going to
that.
Mumbai, me going to CBI office. I have clicked photographs I have shared on Twitter. Okay. Because the
So you were so transparent. Everyone should know what you're doing. Is that?
No, there is a reason for this, because
Yeah.
when Srideviji's case, I was sharing the documents of Srideviji's case in Supreme Court of India since August. Okay, but when in month of October 2020, my case got accepted by ICJ, and I was to have my presentation. Suddenly, some trolls in the form of advocates, and all, they started attacking.
Okay.
Fake, forced dogs. And I mean, they suddenly woke up after like 4 months or something, 2-3 months. So they started attacking. She is false, she is fake, and all. The defense minister letter she shared is fake. The Supreme Court document she shared is fake. The ICC this thing is fake. I said, come on, all they did was troll me
Yeah.
for faking, for supposedly faking sensitive documents like Prime Minister's signature, your Law Minister's signature, Defense Minister's signature, and Supreme Court documents. Okay, so I mean,
No, if it is fake, you will not sit here and
biased.
talk with me. Yeah, if it is fake, you will not sit
Exactly,
here and talk
exactly.
with me.
Okay, so that's the reason. That's the reason, because after that, see, government has its pressure too. I'm not saying that our government is bad or something. Maybe it has its pressures or whatever it is. But the thing is that the it's a fact. They filed an RTI against it. It came negative. Something's happened. I don't want to go into all that. It had its. But the only question I will ask is that if those were forced or fake, I will be inside bars because it is not a small offense. Okay,
Exactly.
to force documents of Supreme Court and the top ministers of our country. Okay, that is one thing. So that is the reason when this time I unexpectedly had, got into Sushant's this thing. My intention was to, hand over these things to the CBI and then get back to my case. I'm already harassed because of this Sridevi case. I just wanted to get done with it.
You didn't, you didn't think about that they will harass you in the initial stage first when you wanted to start for Sridevi ji. You didn't expect this. This will come from the other side.
See, this is also new for me, right?
Yeah, that's what.
I mean, everything is new. Since I started investigating her face. See, this face of Bollywood, this dirty face of Bollywood, you people are seeing now after Sushant's death.
Yeah.
I came to know about it after Sridevi's death.
Yes. That's
right?
the bad part. We didn't know. Yeah.
At that point of time, if I had come and told anyone, you people would have like, she is a conspiracist, she's mad, she's just cheap publicity, this, that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's the reason even Sushant didn't come without any proof, because everyone will think the same thing.
But nobody will trust. If what we hear is right, he was about to do a press conference.
Yeah, it was like, yeah. But by the time he got all the proof with him.
Yeah. So let me come back to Sushant's case. So that's the reason. That's the reason I clicked photos, going to CBI, this, that, and shared. Okay. So that again they don't start trolling, because obviously if the Mumbai police and everyone wanted to bury this case, bury this case as suicide, there is obviously a lot of influence behind this opposition, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I knew again another wave of trolling will be let after me if I don't keep everything transparent from the word go. That's the reason I picked it. So I couldn't meet her when I went to Bandakulla office to meet SP Nupur Prasad. I was told, most of the staff was non-responsive. One of the officers there asked me, Nupur Prasad, is it a woman or a man? I said, come on, it's SP Nupur Prasad and in charge of. Oh, is it? Okay. They were sort of non-responsive, non-cooperative and all. Finally, some senior officer came down and he told me that she is away to Belapur office for some urgent work and she won't be returning. So since I flew down to Mumbai from Bhubaneswar during lockdown, I thought I will visit the NCB office because I had some information regarding the drugs angle of Sushant's case also. Okay. So because we have this factor, what is that girl's name? Riya Chakravarti. Riya Chakravarti is from Bangalore. And then another name which has come up in the drugs case, Deepika Padukone, Bangalore connection. Okay. So, and I too travel a lot to Bangalore. Okay. So some information I had received and so I thought I will pass it on to Samir Vankte sir. I visited NCB office. I didn't have any meeting. I didn't have any appointment. Because I was not able to meet Nupur Prasad ji, I thought why to waste this trip. Let me just go over to the NCB office and pass on whatever little bit of info I had.
Okay.
So I went to NCB office and the atmosphere there was totally different. It was, people were so welcoming. When I told that I came to give some info, everyone from, the one who sits at the reception, the guard, to Samir sir's PA, Sharadji. They were so encouraging and they were like, oh, really, you have come to help our country. That was the kind of atmosphere that was there. Totally in contrast to what I found at CBI.
Oh my God. That's great.
And so when I told that I had some information to give to Samir sir, and Sharad sir, his PA Sharad sir is so honest. He said, okay, don't give that info to me or anyone, just give it to him. He is not there. I will arrange a meeting for you. He's out of town. And he said, if you can, we will arrange somehow. You plan to wait till you meet him or you want to go back and come back? He asked me. I'm totally So I said I will be returning tomorrow. So I went again. He confirmed a meeting. After 2 weeks, I flew back to Mumbai again. I met Samir Mankte sir. I passed on the information. Okay. And Samir Mankte sir had even admitted in one of the interviews, YouTube interviews, that they are working on the inputs given by me. So, I mean, that experience with in NCB office, Mumbai NCB office was, matlab, heartwarming.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Such that will encourage people to come forward and help the authorities, right? But if you're cold and if you're unconcerned, why will people come? Why will people risk their lives to give
So
some
true.
information? Yeah, right.
So true. Safety is very important, no, for everyone who wanted to help, also help the country.
And you're seeing it as well in the actions. NCB has already filed charge sheet.
Yeah.
Okay, it is a different thing that and others copying the loopholes in the legal system. They have hired some top lawyers like Manshinde. Just answer one question: how can Riya Chakravarti afford Manshinde? Who is
Exactly.
paying for him?
The whole nation has this doubt.
Right. So this makes it obvious the fact that big powers are behind, big people are behind,
True.
trying to bury this case.
Very true. Yeah. So actually,
Right.
one more doubt, Deepti ji. See, when Pitani was being interrogated for the first time by CBI, he has leaked some information. He
CBI.
said, like, yeah,
No.
for the first time, CBI. Okay, I will give you
No.
some
Are you
information.
sure that Siddharth Pitani was interrogated by CBI?
First
Ever?
time,
Was it by Mumbai police or was it by NCB?
I don't. First time, it's like initial stage. I think he gave some. I mean, some information also leaked that he said Riya Chakrabarti has sent some people to Sushant's house and they took some hard drives, and they. You
See, we
remember?
can see it might be true or something, because as I am saying, the copies which I have are not the only copies.
Okay.
Sushant, if he has managed to, I mean, take so much care and trouble to, document everything. And let me tell you, he has not just narrated. There are videos, there are documents, he has proofs. He has, in these drives, there are proofs as well of what he is saying. Okay, I haven't yet come across, I haven't yet decrypted that. So
So he done it in a safe
there are,
manner.
yeah.
It was like
So
many.
yes, there are other copies.
Yeah.
There are other copies as well, but I am not aware
Okay.
if CBI has one of the copies or not. I am not aware where the other copies are.
Okay.
Okay. And one more thing I would like to ask to people who totally want to know where is the watchman, how did you catch him, and I will just say one thing. Okay. Even the court doesn't ask for the source of information if the information is correct. So here the people should be, in order to find if the drives are authentic or not, let us not try and let us not sit and be a judge. Okay. Let us ask the question to CBI directly. There is one lady who is claiming that she has copies of SSR. Is it true? If it is true, why are you not taking note of it? If it is not true, why are you not taking action against her? Simple, right?
Very simple. Actually, is this
Right.
the same answer for the fake diary also? Some people started telling this is a fake diary. So do you mean this the same answer goes to this question also as well?
See, SSR diaries, Mitraji, if you have gone through it, it has unmasked some very big names.
No, that's, yeah,
Some
even I was
celebrities.
so shocked.
Some celebrities, okay? And these celebrities are in the business of show business. For them, image matters. Image is everything. So they already have a team of IT cell, each one of them. Okay? So that is their business. That is how they, every celebrity has an IT team, most of them.
Okay.
Right.
That's surprising. Yeah. They have an IT
No.
team.
See, these fan pages and all, they
Ah,
are
yeah. You
indirectly.
mean, yes, exactly. Yes. The promotions side.
The promotions and all, they
Yeah,
have
yeah.
their own IT team,
I
right?
understand
The
now. Okay.
digital
Ah, yeah.
marketing team.
Yes,
Digital
yes.
marketing. They
Digital.
already have it.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Yeah.
And each one of them has more than like 5 profiles, 6 profiles. Each member of this That is how they work.
Okay.
If you know Facebook marketing, Facebook promotion, Twitter promotions and all. So celebrities also go for that or something. That is their way to keep in limelight, to be in limelight. That is one part of their job.
Okay.
So naturally, when these masks are getting, they are falling and they are getting, some names are getting exposed. Now these people will be active, right? Till now, I was expecting lots of mud slinging on me, but that hasn't happened. Thankfully, I think it's the power of truth. Okay.
Maybe you are prepared for everything.
You know, whoever is saying these diaries are fake, I will only tell one thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, whoever is saying they are SSR warrior, that's the reason they are following what I am saying. And they are here and saying that I am fake, right? Kindly contact the authorities, CBI, file an FIR on me or something, that this lady is falsely propagating something as this things. Okay. Or instead of asking me why haven't you contacted the lawyer or the family, or have they contacted you or not, kindly contact them. Kindly try and contact them. Okay. Kindly try to be the bridge between me and them. Okay. So that way, if you take some action, you can know for sure if it is authentic or not. But if you want to know everything, how I got it dissected, then kindly understand here lives are at stake. Risk is on the lives. I cannot reveal anything in detail as to who is working, what is working, and what.
So true. I can sit and hear and ask so many questions, but on the field you're doing it. So it's easy to ask the question, but it's difficult to answer it. I know we have to understand. And no, the best part, like they should think that this is they should see the content rather seeing like it is a fake or blah, blah, blah. They should see the content. It is true. It's happening in India. Everyone knows this. We should fight for that.
I don't blame you. We have had one advocate come as a masiha for SSR justice, talking big about big names in Bollywood. I mean, talking about their secrets and all. But later what happened? This fellow got arrested. And if inside news is to be believed, he blamed everything on Arnab and he came out. Later, he started blaming the SSR family. And see, what I'm saying is that the culprits are also aware that the SSR drives are missing. Some copies of SSR drives are missing. They are also aware. So now there is also this possibility, like in Siddharth Pitani's case, he engaged, and that engagement photo was circulated on the Twitter. It was not leaked. Because whichever news they don't want to leak, it will never come out.
Okay. Yeah.
That engagement pic was released for a reason, and that reason is the payroll of 10 days that he got in the name of marriage now.
So true. See, those exactly. People, everything is planted.
Those people know, right? We are public. We don't know. We are not connected. But they have the people in the police force. Obviously, they have the people in the police force. If the police is involved in hushing up the matter as suicide without proper investigations. Obviously, right?
Yes.
So, inside information reach them faster. Much faster than they reach us. So, they will plan this thing. There's the reason this engagement thing, as if it was leaked and all from Hyderabad. So, now he has an excuse, payroll of 10 days.
For 10 days. 10 days, yeah, exactly. That's what like you are discussing,
So he will marry and maybe
again he will get the next maybe.
What respond? How should he respond? Yeah. Can you hear me?
It's now it's okay. Now it's okay. Now it's okay.
No. Can you just moderate a bit? Please? I'm getting some emergency messages. I will be back
definitely. Yeah, sure. Please take your time. Meanwhile, I will talk. Yes, hi Arlie. Thanks for coming. You said you have some question. And vanakkam. Harlisis கொஞ்சம் question இருக்குன்னு சொல்றாங்க. தீப்தி ஜி கூட சொன்னாங்க யாராவது questions கேட்டா நல்லா இருக்கும் அப்படினு அவங்க ஃபீல் பண்றாங்க.
நான் கேட்கறதுக்கு முன்னாலேயே சில பல கேள்விக்கெல்லாம் அவங்க பதில் கொடுத்துட்டாங்க.
ஆமா, அது வேணா அது காமனான கொஸ்டின்,
ஆமா.
எல்லாருக்குமே எல்லார் மனசுலயுமே அந்த கொஸ்டின் இருக்கு. சோ அதனால வந்து அவங்க முன்னாடியே வந்து இது தெரிஞ்சிருச்சு அவங்களுக்கு நிறைய கொஸ்டின்ஸ் இந்த மாதிரி வருதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு கொஞ்சம் அவங்களே தெளிவுபடுத்திட்டாங்க. I think we can talk in English and as well because
Sure. Actually,
some
Mitra
people
says, I am here actually to ask the question, what people are actually thinking about Deepti ji. Why is she involved? How did she get involved? Those kind of questions. Because I think people are thinking that question, but nobody is coming forward to ask it. Instead, there are people who are asking this question in a very wrong way, and I think they're trying to either I don't know whether to call it sabotage or to
No, the problem
they're
is like
just
you have
trying
to
to bring her down.
understand. No. The problem is you have to understand there are a lot of PR teams, paid PR teams are activated now. So they wanted to divide SSR in one thing and they wanted to defame her or like whatever the job done by her. No, they just wanted to put it down. So this will happen. So this is very common now. Okay. So we have to be prepared for everything and we have to keep fighting. We have to keep support. We have to support, Deepti ji at any cost.
So before I start asking a question, I want to tell everybody who's watching this video, I have nothing against Deepti ji. I have the utmost greatest respect for her. I adore her. I literally admire her for what she's doing. All right. But I am going to be the bad cop right now to ask all these questions so that she can directly give the viewers the answer herself.
Yes.
Once and for all, we just clear the air. Because I think Deepti ji needs all the support that we can give her, all the prayers that we can give her. Because she's a one-woman army.
The problem is everybody tries to be CBI. Yeah, exactly. That is true. And true, Deepti ji, SSR dead picture they circulated for reason. Yes, exactly. See, they haven't bothered to take one picture from whatever this Pitani said he was hanged. Okay, but he didn't bother to take one picture. He didn't give one proof.
A question.
But he has so many other pictures. He was like taking so many other pictures
during the funeral as well.
Or the funeral, yeah. Exactly.
I have a question.
He just wanted to confirm this to the other people, to their next level.
I only have one question for everybody. They showed that small piece of cloth that was hanging from the fan, correct? Where is the balance of the cloth that was supposed to be around his neck? Nobody saw the balance of the cloth. Right? And I think recently the news came out why Sushant was depressed, which is the most, I think, ridiculous reason they could come up. There was somebody who made a statement. I think I sent you that article, Mitra says, where they said that Sushant became depressed because his movie Drive was published in OTT and not on the theater. Would that be a excuse for somebody to get depressed? I mean, he is an actor. As long as his movie comes out, he will be fine. Right?
Yeah.
So they took 1 year for them to come up with an excuse why he was depressed. All right. And second thing is, I think we were discussing about this. Why was there 2 ambulance during Sushant's death?
Actually, he was not depressed. Even if you take that when they showed they circulated some videos about him, that he was like without his he was like unconscious, like talking.
He was sedated.
Yeah, I think he was reading the book called Loaded. See, not everyone, we already discussed this, not everyone will read that kind of, they need high IQ power to read it. They should be a really intelligent,
a lot of brain power,
a lot of brain to understand that book. Okay, it's
right.
Okay, so I think he would have acted to them also, probably.
Maybe. You see, one of my questions to Deepti ji is
because he knew about them.
Correct. One of my questions is
my assumption. Yeah, maybe this.
No, I have this question. Because we know based on what the media told us, right? Either these people or so-called suspects now surrounded him 24/7. They were always around him, or they sedated him, or they gave him what do you call this? what is that? These people were consistently giving him some kind of substance to keep him sedated. That means not in his rightful mind.
Yeah, that is also there. Yeah.
How did he manage?
Without his knowledge, they did this.
But
yes.
How did he manage to bring out his digital diary outside? Is this person, can you tell this person is depressed and not in their state of mind? Never.
That's all cooked up stories.
And let me tell you one more thing, sis. I have gone through personal depression myself. People who have a pet, like a dog, who interacts with them, that's one of the therapy where you come out of depression. He had a dog. No chance ever is he going to be depressed.
Exactly. No way. He's not that kind of person who goes for depression. Yeah, he's so
And
brainy.
you know what? Yesterday I was actually watching a video about, where his ex-girlfriend. What's her name?
Once again she has come. I will take her. Hello,
I'm so
Hi,
sorry. I'm
Deepti.
so sorry.
It's
I'm so
okay,
sorry, there was
G. No
something
problem.
urgent.
Yes, it's okay. I think Harley have some few questions. Is that okay with you? She can have
Yeah,
start
sure.
or
Sure.
Hi, Deepti ji. First and foremost, I would like to put my apologies up front. I don't mean to offend you in any way, but I'm just trying to ask questions bluntly where these are things may be running in people's mind. And I think it's only fair that you give us the response rather than people try to assume what it could be.
Okay.
All right. So let's start off with Sushant, since we are in this matter right now. I heard you say earlier you did not look into Sushant's case. You were not involved in it at all. My first question to you is, were you affiliated or did you know Sushant on a personal level anytime?
No.
Okay. That's question number one. Number two, so you were not involved in the case. How did you get the digital diary passed to you? I mean, we know it's through the security guard, right?
I think she answered that. No, it's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. No, but what I'm saying is, why did he think of you?
He didn't think of us. We got on him. Okay.
Meaning?
I explained this in detail already. See, since because I'm already into Sridevi's case, that means I have sources from within the industries, right?
Oh, right,
and
right. I heard you
belong
say
to
that.
the same industry, right?
Right.
So from there, we somehow got information. Okay. We
Okay.
got some, and we managed to catch him. He didn't come and give it to us on his own accord.
Okay, I think that yeah, you did mention that. Now, my other question to you is: was there any personal
one small
note?
request, like when she let her complete
sorry,
and then you
sorry.
start. Okay, just give her
Okay.
pause and let her finish and then you start. Don't interrupt in between. That's what I want to tell.
All right.
Sorry.
No problem.
Don't worry.
Okay, was there any notes or any personal messages that came with the digital diary from Sushant himself?
Personal messages in the form?
In the form of seeking assistance or anything, a personal note from him, apart from whatever he has stated in the diary.
No. This thing I cannot reveal. This what you are asking me to do is, like, if someone from Sushant's side has contacted me or anything, so that means this will alert. See, there are people out. Please kindly understand. You need to understand. This is a sensitive matter. This is a very, very sensitive matter. There are people out there trying to damage and destroy the evidence. CBI has been sitting silent, saying that, so citing lack of evidence. Right. So asking me such detailed questions and all, I cannot answer that on public platform.
Not a problem.
But, yeah.
Not a problem. Now, I heard you mention earlier also there's more than one copy of this digital diary. Right?
Obviously.
Now, my next question to you, as I was just discussing with Mitra's sister earlier, is that we were informed by the media in the beginning of his death that he was surrounded by these suspects, so-called suspects who are suspects now, 24/7. They gave him some form of substance to keep him sedated, not keep him himself, for him not to be himself. And, they come up with a theory that he's depressed. Now, I'm just baffled to think that somebody who is so-called depressed and under the influence of substances, how could he possibly manage to bring out or slip through these people? Because I do recall they were mentioning that there were several people or unidentified men who were present in his house before he died, who
See,
confiscated his digital stuff.
as I was telling Harley that I haven't followed this case or the updates.
Mm-mm.
Which channel gave which narrative, which YouTuber gave which narrative, okay? And some people are questioning me, saying that Siddharth Bitani has told the Republic that the 8 drives were destroyed. Then where from they discuss? But that on that logic, you should also believe that Sushant hung himself, because Siddharth Bitani even said that he saw the body hanging, right? Here statements are planted. I don't know what they are saying might be right. Obviously, from what I am reading in the drives and all, it is very much obvious that the last few months of his life he faced hell. Okay, he was administered drugs by Riya Chakravarti and all those people around. She obviously replaced all the house staff, right? Every staff was so. He was being kept, and we don't know till what date he has written. Till what date he had access to his drives, till what date before his death, I don't know, right? See, obviously, if CBI takes and spends resources and everything with manpower and all, they can find out each slide the date it was written. Okay. But I am on limited resources, so it is possible.
Okay. All right.
It is possible.
And
Yeah.
another thing is, you are the one who's decoding these messages. How?
See, I means when I say I am the face. Okay.
Yeah.
A single lady cannot be taking on, governments of 2 nations and here going to the CBI. I am the face. Here I have a good team, a legal team as well, and a good team of IT experts as well. And I have a good team. I am the face. There is a team which is fighting for the truth to reach people. There's a team which wants to make people aware of things, because mainstream media just wants to, such kuch aur hai, and what is shown is what they want their funders or their controllers to see.
Okay.
So yahan pe the biggest casualty in today's times is truth. So there are many frustrated individuals, like Sushant also mentioned in one of his drives. There are many frustrated individuals who are fed up with the system and all. So obviously, when I say Deepti doesn't mean me alone. They said we too have sacrifices. While investigating for Srideviji's case and the journey from Supreme Court to ICJ, we have also many sacrifices have been there.
Okay.
Family of legal help getting attacked. Okay. We lost.
Okay.
Okay.
My question was, since you go through his digital diary, because you'll be the first person to read it before any of us get to have a look at it, right?
I'm sorry?
You will be the first person to read his diary before, you publish it on your Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How is that taking an impact on you? Or basically knowing further details, like detailed accounts and names and, putting faces at the situation that he's been explaining. How does that take you emotionally?
It's emotionally very draining. I thank God someone thought about this, but it's emotionally
It's
very
good
draining
question.
indeed.
Because why I'm asking you is, the very first day I saw Mithra's sisters.
I just want to make one thing clear. I am getting a message here that I am saying that Sushant did drugs. I never said that.
No,
Did I
no
say?
one said.
Did I,
No one said.
I hope I am making myself clear.
No.
No, I think it was clear that people were administering drugs to him.
Without his knowledge, without his
Yeah,
consent.
without his knowledge, they were spiking his drinks basically, his food or drinks.
Let me
Now,
tell you,
what?
I am
Wait, one
not
second.
promoting depression theory. I am not promoting depression theory.
No,
He was killed. He was murdered. Let me make it clear. I am saying
and
he was murdered because he wanted to expose the crimes and the associations, crime nexus of Bollywood.
now
That includes.
another thing,
Uh,
Deepti ji, if I look at you and Sushant, both of you are fighting for the same cause, basically exposing whatever nonsense is going on, so that the next generation of the future is free of all this nonsense, right?
exactly.
Now,
See, I am a mom. Okay, I have a son. What kind of country we will be living for them? I mean, where a celebrity doesn't get justice. Someone
okay,
like Devi, I mean, no case ever gets solved in our country. I mean, the situation is, I mean, we need to leave a better country for our kids. That's my sole intention. And that will not happen without public being aware of the ground reality.
okay.
How situation actually is, how the systems actually, people need to know, people need to be aware. Okay, there are campaigns to keep them misinformed. There are
Yeah.
campaigns through mainstream media. Let me tell you, 80% of the media is just in India is just controlled by one entity with big business interests all over.
I
Yeah,
think we
Deepti ji,
witnessed that. We
yeah, if
witnessed that
I'm,
during Sushant's demise, where there were majority were claiming within minutes that he committed suicide. There was depression, and we had
Exactly,
the top
exactly.
gun in a police saying that he Googled. How did he come to a conclusion of suicide? He Googled it.
Then,
And that what my question was, that Sushant was doing this as well, and he lost his life in that cause. And I'm sure those are giving you stress, I mean, mental stress at times, emotionally, mentally. How would you handle that? Because a lot of people who want to fight for justice, they just want to back off because they do not want any trouble, or they do not want any stress. How do you handle that?
I don't know.
that's like, I think it's,
I don't know. I mean, let's say that I have a great team supporting me, and a very noble. See, I cannot take the name of everyone who has helped me. Okay, it's because see, there are some big names in. Not everyone is bad. If people from within the agencies had not helped me secretly, or if people from within the industry had not helped me secretly, I mean, it wouldn't have been possible. See, there are people want to help. What I have given here is promise of their names never coming out, their lives never being at risk because of me.
Okay.
That's it. So I don't know. I mean, I have never thought about. See, threats are a part of life, part and parcel of life. See, if we have to think about it in this way, without doing anything, even sitting inside the house, if someone has to die, he can die if the fan. There have been incidents where the fan has fallen from the seal on the head, or you slip down the stairs, or in the bathroom.
Dipti
So
ji,
see,
excuse me, please. I'm sorry. I am hijacking the show because I have my show at 8 o'clock. I got a bomb dropped on my head. That's why I am here. Three simple points I got to make, ma'am. Number one, SSR was never under depression. Number two, SSR never did drugs. And number three, the most important point, it was not a suicide at all. Three things I'll tell you why it is not suicide. Number one, if it was suicide hanging by the fan definitely had to bend. Number two, if it was suicide hanging by the fan, the feet should not have touched the bed. And number three, if it was suicide hanging by the fan, the knees should not have been broken. What has exactly happened is someone had sat on his back, caught him by the throat, and strangulated him backwards after hitting the stun gun on the back. So unless and until the spinal cord is broken, the body's weight will not fall on the knee and the knee won't snap. Leg will not have any injury. So three theories, if anyone is trying to put it on you, number one, if it is depression, Sushant was never under depression, because if he was under depression, he would not be able to do the things what he had done. He was a smart intellectual mind. I can give it out with just one statement of his, where he said, the only opinion I have about myself is I don't have any opinion. He always had that open mind. Number two, if someone says it's a suicide, let's just ask any forensic expert a simple question. If someone has hung by the fan, will his knees swap? And number three, if someone says Sushant was doing drugs, I will give you Samir Venkateswar's number. Call and ask the zonal chief of NCB what is his opinion about Sushant. I am sorry, I had my show. Deepti ji, I am called Master Hijacker many ways.
Dhruva, wait. I don't know. One thing I'll just make clear. Have I ever
Deepti ji, it got hanged. It got struck.
No. See, let me make one thing very clear here. You please tell Deepti ji as well. I was never telling that she is talking about depression. But the people, the media, see, one AIMS report came which was not found anywhere. And people told that that media report actually came recently and the CBI has closed the case. First, false information. Second information, Siddharth Patani is out on parole. He has not got his bail. Parole is an entire different subject. Bail is an entire different subject.
Exactly. Once again.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, Deepti ji.
Yeah. I just want to make one thing clear. Mitra ji, Harley ji, when did I ever say? Have I by mistake? Have I even sounded anywhere close to saying that he was depressed or he was taking drugs?
No.
I'm bombarded with messages. You're trying to give a theory of suicide. Did I even say it? I'm saying it's a murder.
You never.
What's wrong? What's wrong, Dhruvaji? Where did the understanding go wrong here? I'm sure I was very clear.
Yeah, we were quoting.
No, the impression that came to me and to some people who were watching the show who called me as well, it was hinting towards that, Deepti ji. I'm sorry.
The ladies here are not.
I'm so sorry.
Was it hinting towards that, Mitra ji and Harley?
No, it was not hinting to me. No, Dhruv, it was not hinting. She never meant that. I'm sure about it.
We were actually trying to clarify how.
Anyways, ma'am, see, because one thing, let me tell you, a lot of people have started targeting her. A lot of people have started, like what you say, raising so many questions. I just came and did, like I always do, what I feel is right. Because if someone, I am sure Mithravin Paarvai, as I always say, is one channel which has always been the face of truth, the vision of truth. So one thing, let me make very clear here, I'm not raising any allegation on anyone, but if someone wants to manipulate words and then say 2 plus 1 is equal to 3, 3 plus 0 is equal to 3, etc., I had gone there to question that person for the questions he made twisted, and he has made an episode on that. So tomorrow your channel should not be targeted. That is the reason.
Oh, what happened? He went.
He got disconnected, I guess.
Okay, but where did this go wrong? I don't know. It was like, okay.
I don't know. I think we were trying to clarify.
I didn't have any clue about this.
I don't know.
We were trying to.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
I think we repeatedly mentioned. Yeah.
As long as misunderstanding is clear, let us move ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm done with Sushant's question. Another thing, actually, like what well, Dhruv ji is here, so let him talk.
Oh, what happened?
Is
okay,
he on mute?
I don't know. He's not on mute, but Deepti ji is. I think she must be coming some technical fault. I know. I don't know where it went wrong.
we were clearly saying that he was surrounded by people and they were
Yeah,
administering drugs without his
his
knowledge.
he got without his knowledge.
And
There's nothing wrong. I don't know. Okay,
and
fine.
claiming
Let's
that
move on to
he,
the next
yeah.
question. Yeah,
Okay, next question.
probably. Yeah. Dipti, is
Dipti
that
ji,
okay? We can go for the next question.
yeah.
Yeah.
Another key point I would like to ask you, since you have gone through like Sri Devi's case, how is it even possible for somebody to come up with a post-mortem report without approximate time of death or the stomach content? Because that is one of the key issues I think they were earlier, last year was being discussed, that Sushant's post-mortem report did not have an approximate time of death.
Yeah. Now, are you asking me about Srideviji's or Sushant's?
No, I mean, you have, seen the official and unofficial reports from Sri Devi, right? I'm very sure any post-mortem will have the approximate time of death.
Not approximate. It will have the exact time of death. Post-mortem. We are talking about post-mortem report. Okay?
Yes.
It is not police investigative report. It is post-mortem report. It will mention the exact time of death.
But in Sushant's case, it was not stated there.
When did the real post-mortem report come out? I don't think the real post-mortem.
This was actually discussed September last year by AIMS when they were actually highlighting based on Cooper Hospital's findings or their reports, where they stated that they should have a time of death or at least an approximate time of death, which was not stated in that original report.
If that's I don't think post-mortem report is something which is very detailed. Okay. Mm-hmm. Where is the mention of ligation marks?
Yeah.
Where is the ligation mark report?
It's not mentioned there.
No. Did the police seal the crime? I mean, where are the photos? Where are the
they
photos?
Did not.
They did not take the photos. Nothing happened the way it should happen. Be it hospital, be it police force, or now be it CBI. This delay is not acceptable.
True. So I guess that's so much of my question with Sushant, and of course I do have all-time question for Sri Devi's case. I know you're a big fan of hers. Why did you choose to get involved? I mean, fans are fans, but I've never heard or seen anybody like you who went all out, for Sri Devi like this, or anyone for the matter.
See, it's not just, I used to wish her on her birthdays, okay, and I have met her as well in 2016 September, when one of my friends wanted to invite her as, guest of honor for his fashion fest in Lucknow. Okay, so I was the one who arranged the meeting. So I met Boni Kapoor, Sri Devi, and I went to the place. We had a meeting and all. And see, I am a one-time filmmaker. I have made one movie. I have produced one movie, a regional movie in Odisha. Okay. So I had dreams. I had interest towards filmmaking, and I had dreams of, actually seeing the legend at work. Of working with her. I had those kind of dreams. Like professional dreams. So when this thing came, it was very unsettling, because see, if I could arrange a meeting between with Sri Devi ji and make her agree to come as chief guest, then that means that I had some sources from industry that contacts in the industry that time as well, whatever. So when this news came out, it was sudden. It was not only shocking for me; it was shocking for the entire nation. Okay, all of a sudden, the previous day, the pics and videos of her dancing at the video is there, and suddenly it comes out that due to cardiac arrest, she has passed away, and followed by 2 days of chaos where Arnab has raised questions like, why was she not heard or seen outside her room for more than 48 hours? Someone should at least order for the food, right? What was there? And he raised many questions as well. And I also have some contacts in Dubai whom I contacted to find what exactly was the scene. And some were saying that the locals who had been to see the body, there were injury marks on it. Okay, so I am getting some other information from this side and something else is being shown. So, I mean, I had to set my mind at rest, actually. I mean, I wanted to know the truth. And when I found the truth, it was so explosive. I mean, I didn't go about, it just happened. I had the right contacts, let me say. So when we came across some confession statements of terrorists, which clearly showed that Sridevi had to be silenced because she came to know of some plan of theirs. And see, all these things were there. So naturally, our NSA Ajit Doval ji was kept in the loop. He was kind enough to give his own personal lawyer, Sham Jindal, who actually filed the petition for me. He was my first lawyer for the case, in fact. It was he who filed the petition. Otherwise, getting a petition accepted in the Supreme Court of India, that too as a criminal petition, it is no joke. Saal rak jate hain. So because I was helped by some people, I was helped. But the system, they too are trapped and helpless in the system. I'm not saying everyone is corrupt.
Yeah.
Okay. But the one who control the economies around the world, they are evil. Okay. And even government needs to take care of the economy, and also some pressures are there, some these things are there. I'm not saying that everyone is corrupt. Okay. If I hadn't received some support from within this, this nexus that I'm saying, Bollywood, politicians, diplomats, and terrorists, underworld, all these crimes are, the activities done by this. Bollywood has this connection to it, and Sushant has actually done an entire research of the crime, how it operates. The Hawala, he has described in detail how it operates. Okay.
I think some technical problem again. Yes, exactly. Sushant, that's very clearly given. Have you just followed those notes when we read it, Harley? It's very clearly given how the Hawala, it works. Okay, how the link between the Hawala and the talent management companies and honey trapping, and what is that other saying you say,
the transactions, the color bags.
Exactly, color bags, everything. She's come again. Everything. One second, I will take her inside. Yes, Deepti ji.
Yeah, so where was I? What was I saying? Yeah, so he had done, not only that, with proofs. He has, with Divya Bharti's murder, Jia Khan's murder, and the Mumbai blast, and some scams of the country, how Bollywood is used.
How the donations, NGOs works.
NGOs, child trafficking, drugs. Yeah. Okay, he has touched about every subject in detail, how they operate, how he has actually been, he actually went inside. Okay, he wanted to expose that. So just imagine how many enemies he had, how many people wanted him to be silenced.
True.
In spite of that, if he could manage to, pass his message across, then I would say it's simply because he's such a genius, and I have no words for him. I never followed Sushant earlier. I didn't follow him after his death as well, because I was into Sridevi case and all. But after these things came, I too am amazed how I could miss a gem like this when he was alive, and so many people are realizing his value after he's gone.
Yeah. So after reading that diary, it made like.
Not only after. Not just
before. Yeah.
Before also.
Before we had, we actually, before we liked them, but the thing is, like, such, after reading it, like, we come to know how much pain he underwent. He how much detective work he did. He didn't bother about his life.
See, he could have chosen to toe the line. He could have chosen to agree for money laundering and drugs and this. he would have had a lavish life.
Yes,
He would have.
that's what
He would not. He would not have been sidelined or kicked out from many prestigious projects, which he got on the basis of his talent, which
Yes,
has
so
initial.
true.
He would have. I mean, he could have chosen more money. He could have chosen more fame, right? He could have chosen easy
Exactly.
life. What he
Every
did for us. What
did for the
he
future.
did for us. So that means when you are saying justice for Sushant, that is not justice for Sushant. That is justice for us, our future.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
so true.
Another
And
Justice
thing
for
is,
the whole country.
another thing
and
I would like
if
to add, Deepti ji, is that to what extent he was tormented, or to what extent he must have been pushed for him to sacrifice himself for other people, not to go through what he went through. At some point people have to say enough is enough, and to take the necessary action required, like what he has done and what you are doing, right? And to be frankly honest, I would have never imagined what Sri Devi would have gone through in her final moments until you came out and said, she didn't deserve to go that way, in her final moments. Nor did Sushant. These are two people who wanted to do the right thing, to stop the bad people at their tracks. Instead,
and Harliji, after reading through his slides, I'm coming to know that Divya Bhati actually married Sajid to get into the thing and find out the wrongs done. She is an unsung heroine as well. I mean, I'm yet to cover more slides. I mean, he has done detailed investigation about her death. Okay, so she. I mean, and you should remember. I mean, she wanted to expose something about the Mumbai blast that happened around the same time, and she was killed. These people, I mean, they are martyrs actually, but they were defamed. Huh? Someone has depression, someone has intoxicated, someone has going. I mean, Parveen Bhabhi. Have you seen the interview she has given to her final interview?
her cause of death is
Just on
even
this.
more shocking.
Yeah, she had clearly said that she is planning to go to Supreme Court of India with evidences in Tada. That point of time. And Sushant has also mentioned about Parveen Bhabhi case as
Yes,
well.
yes, mentioned. I have a doubt there, Deepti ji. You have mentioned about Boris Dogra. You have,
Paras Dogra, yeah.
yeah, Paras Dogra. Is that the same guy who's involved in this? I mean, he's a cricketer. You're talking about the same cricketer, Paras
No,
Dogra?
no, no,
This
no, no,
this
no,
guy is
no,
different.
no, no. This guy is
Okay.
different. He is a
He
different guy.
is
He
no
is
more,
not
right?
someone people know. He is no more.
Okay.
I
So there's a lot of confusion, when we talk about this Boris Dogra, some says like, yeah, but I know it's like he's not that guy. But I wanted to confirm from you.
see. I have shared it. I have shared it. When I have shared this slide about Paras Dogra, I have made a connection with a
Yeah.
tweet wherein a
Yes.
mother is asking for justice for her son Mohit Dogra,
Yes.
who was
Yes.
killed in road accident.
Yes.
Okay, and
Yeah.
if
If I'm-
what our investigations or findings are say is that this Mohit Dogra was the last person Paras Dogra met before he
This
went
one,
missing.
right? I just took it from
Yeah,
the road
yeah. I
accident.
have
Yes.
shared this. I have shared this on Twitter.
Yeah.
So Paras Dogra accident is not mentioned anywhere, but the related accident is there.
Okay. So it's like the people who's very close to Sushant, they're like,
Yeah,
I
Ritu,
think his
even
entire
Parvin.
dream team, the entire original dream team, nobody is around.
yes.
Not a single person is around. All of them are either suicide or accidental. I mean, death by accident, car accident, freak accidents.
14 to 16 of his people died around him. Not only that, from 2020 onwards, I think 37 mysterious deaths happened in Bollywood alone.
Sandeep also recently, his friend who acted in Dhoni movie. I think he's also, yeah.
He has mentioned his name, na? He has mentioned his name
Yes.
as Nahar. Nahar.
Nagar,
Nahar was
Nagar.
helping.
Sandeep Nagar.
Sandeep Nahar.
Yeah,
Nahar.
yeah.
Sandeep Nahar, Sushant's drives, it's mentioned that Sandeep Nahar was helping him with investigation into the drugs.
Exactly. 3 person
movements. Okay.
together.
And he has also mentioned about Asif Basra helping him in helping him investigate into Jia Khan's murder.
Exactly.
Now,
Yeah.
sorry.
What video about Veruin Babi? See, there's this video, you can find it on net. She was giving interview to Simi Gariwal on
Okay.
Rendezvous with Simi Gariwal show, I think, wherein she was clearly saying, she clearly told it. The video is there everywhere, you can find it, that she was planning to go. And she was into interior designing. I mean, if you look at her, no way she was a depressed person as told by the great Mahesh.
Some technical fault will come. We saw Parveen Babi's interview with Shekhar Suman. Okay.
Also,
Rituji, I will also
everybody
just
should,
go through. I have not seen that. I will just go through, Rituji.
okay.
Thanks for the
Everybody
information.
should know one thing though. Parvin Babi was found dead in her apartment. All right, and they say that starvation was one of the cause of death. Number 2 was she was having high
Yeah, that's
diabetics
fine.
and gangrene involved.
Once again.
All right. However, they did find alcohol in Parvin Babi's stomach content, whereas
Yeah.
she was literally starved to death.
See, medical reports are manipulated. Police investigation is manipulated. That is what is the fight against, right? Not everyone is aware. Abhi hamare, matlab, because Sushant's death has uncovered most of the, masks that were on. But still, many dirtier truths are yet to be known to the people. People should be aware how evil can these people go. Let me tell you, this nexus and this syndicate is international. We have cases against the Gates Foundation, Queen of England, Pope, for crimes against humanity. Gates Foundation has crimes for illegal human trials in India as well. Down south there was an incident as well. So this nexus it has its hands in every hospitals, infrastructure, IT. They have business and they control everything. So they control the economy of the world, and for them everything is business. Let the profits come through drugs. Let the profits come through women trafficking. Let the profits come through organ trafficking. It is all that matters to them is profits. Profits.
Yeah. The mind is full of money. What else
Okay.
they know?
My last question, Deepti ji. Now we know that based on Sushant's diary, we know there's a international syndicates, underworld, underground, underworld, whatever you want to call it, are
It's not
involved
underworld.
in.
It's above world.
I mean,
It's
it's the
actually
whole
above
world.
the
Okay,
world now.
right. So I mean, what I'm saying is those, people who are so-called untouchables, right, who are involved in the background. What are the chances? I mean, this is what I'm so afraid of, because after reading, I think the second part where he spoke about Jia Khan, right? Part 2, or was it part 3? Part 2 or part 3, where he was saying that he was investigating into Jia Khan's death. It was so clear to me that he was literally put through the same fate as she was. It's like, this is what you wanted to find out, so this is what you're going to get, kind of thing. But when I would, because I wasn't, I wasn't aware of, I mean, I knew Jia Khan's death, but I wasn't involved in the details. But when I read about it, it took several years for CBI to come to a conclusion. And when the mother submitted the second autopsy report, CBI refused to accept it. They rejected the entire thing. Now, this is my two fears that I have. One is either Sushant may have the same fate where they delay, postpone, drag their times, just like what they did with Jia Khan. And then at the end of the day, it's not favorable to Sushant. Or what if they get someone else to take the fall or the blame for it? How, I mean,
See, I will tell you one thing here. Sushant's case. Okay, Jia Khan's case and other case. Srideviji's death happened outside India, so whatever was fed to us, we had no other option. The people here had no other option. There, I was like the lone wolf who was searching the truth and coming out, and but see, there was this great public, shows of the missing Sridevi ji and crying in the award shows, and there was a lot of things at that point of time. If someone came and saying that during Jia Khan's time as well, social media was not that there, but here, Haliji, this movement, something is happening now which hasn't happened before. It's close to 1 year, and people are still. I mean, the roar is only growing louder. And now with the coming out of these drives, when we know that he sacrificed his life, went through so much torture just to save the future and the humanity and all, then it becomes our moral responsibility as citizens. Once after being aware, if you're confused that what I'm reading are fake or not his diaries or anything, kindly take the trouble to arrange a meeting with between me and CBI, and kindly accompany us as well, so that you can for yourself see if they are just sitting at home and see. Others will be there to brainwash you into believing that these are not true, because obviously lots of people are not comfortable with the truths coming out. Okay, but I believe the common man has a lot of common sense. Okay, so it's time to unite. It's time to unite. If people unite, no force can subdue it. It has to. घुटने टेकने ही पड़ेंगे. Partial justice होगा. At least the murderers who directly killed him will be put to bar. We all know that there are a lot of people involved on the bigger picture. कुछ हो ना हो, something is better than nothing, right? We will know.
Right.
And then, so abhi se, like saying nothing will happen, it will go the Jia's way and all, then there is no point in me coming and sharing these things with you here. The reason I am sharing these things with you here is, come on, ab to jago, come together. Nothing, I'm not asking you to shake mountains or pura system ko badlo, reform. Let us go step by step. At least सुशांत के केस में जस्टिस हो. जब तक नहीं होता, बैठने मत दो.
Deepti ji and Ritu Kharb, she's having some question. Can you tell in which year SSR fight with Suraj Pancholi, if you know?
See, he might have had fight more than once or twice, right?
Yes.
One thing we should be aware is that not only those things happened which are shown in the media. I believe one fight between Sushant and Suraj happened during Suraj's launch party as well. And his launch was with movie Hero. That was in 2014. So and there are reports that in 2017 another fight also happened. So maybe the fight happened more than once. You never know, right?
Yeah, maybe he was actually he's been fighting for even Jia Khan also.
Yes, obviously, right? He has clearly mentioned in the drives that
the drives, that's what even I remember.
That Sara Ali Khan and Saif Ali Khan were discouraging him from talking too much about it, and people were asking him questions like, "क्या लगती है तुम्हारी? उसके बिना नींद नहीं आती है क्या? तेरी क्या लगती है?" Okay, so he was trying to ask. That is why he came into the bad books.
He got more doubts. People. Yeah, that only the starting point, I believe. He got the doubt from Jia Khan.
Yeah. And Deepti ji, I would like to thank you, because I think we needed that positive note from you for us to stick together, to not give up fighting for Sushant. I think you being now the front liner,
yeah,
actually, when I threw that last two questions about the negative part of how the outcome may be, is because a lot of us who fought from the beginning has toned down because we were going on a roller coaster. At some point, we are like, okay, let's just wait and see what happens. Some of us have not given up hope. We still have hope, but
She's
we
come
are.
once again.
Okay.
Deepti.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Ditiji, as I was saying earlier, I would like to thank you because my last two questions to you, some of us needed that boost, that word of confidence, because all this while we are hearing YouTubers saying, don't give up, we have to keep fighting. Whereas you are now directly involved, you have his diary, you know what he went through, how he felt, and everything. For you to say that is a whole new different motivation for us.
And let me tell you
Because
one thing clear. I will make one point clear to make you understand how important for it is to public and all SSRians to stick together. Now, because you are saying, why is the family not saying anything? Why is the lawyer not saying anything? Okay. So the case is in the court, and the case is regarding abatement of suicide when it was filed. Okay. And now the present status of the case is that it has been transferred to CBI for investigations. So till the CBI comes out with anything, its findings, that case cannot be heard or decided, right?
Yeah.
And as long as when the case is in the court, neither the lawyer nor the family members are permitted to talk about it to the media or anyone. So we should also think about that angle, not jump to conclusions. Okay, so the lawyer and nothing is happening in the court because they are awaiting for the findings of the CBI. Naturally, right? When a body is, when central agency has been given the investigation, then the court hearing will depend on its findings, the court verdict. So they are waiting for the findings to come, which the CBI is delaying. So what we as the public, what we need to do is put the pressure on the CBI, daily tweeting, tagging in whatever ways, okay, whatever ways is possible, staying safe in numbers. There is safety in numbers, okay, so that you are not targeted. If only 2-3 people keep, then the trolls will target you. So in numbers, keep target. And if the CBI doesn't respond, as Rabia ji said, there is a Central Vigilance Commission to which CBI is answerable as well. Okay, so it was through that she could manage to, always put the pressure on CBI in Jia Khan's case. So then tag CVC, write letter to them. Continuously बनाए रखिए. These are the things that the public can do and should do. If you need, force karo. I mean, you are the power, come on. You are majority, and a handful of few evils are able to control us. Control karo. We don't want control, we don't want power. You enjoy whatever money, but not at the cost of innocent lives.
Yeah.
We have people like Ratanji, we have people like Sudhamurti ji. So prosperity is different, and just blind, profit. So you don't have to be someone like Bill Gates or those kinds. I don't want to name anyone from India. बहुत बड़ी controversy हो जाएगी.
Yeah.
There are people like Tata as well. वैसे बन के भी you can grow up in life, right? You can enjoy. Maximum people are not, they don't want star or moon. They just want to be comfortable with their family. That's it. Mahatma, they are not highly ambitious. Only a handful of few people are ambitious. Fine. You take the power, but how much? Why do you need so much that you have to trade in organs? Why? Come on. You have to trade in. What sort of mindset is this? You already have millions. And still you are. Doesn't make sense.
That's what, like, after reading so many slides, I'm not able to digest what's going around in Bollywood. How long it takes to come in South. People has to
It's not
understand.
just Bollywood.
People,
It's not
yeah,
just. It has already come down south.
yes, it's there, but people has to know
Boni
more.
Kapoor has started investing in Tamil movies.
Yes,
Please save yourself. Do not. I request this other film industry. Now that you are aware,
And
kindly.
Deepti ji, your information about tagging CBI is hats off to you. I think everybody, with immediate effect should start tagging CBI. Put more pressure. I think a lot of us were not aware of it. Even I wasn't aware of it, to be honest. Right? But this is a very, very good information. And yes, thank you
But
so
yes,
much.
whoever is moderating it, okay, kindly make sure that no one uses abusive language or anything. You are tagging a central agency. Be very respectful. Do not be
Mhm,
accusing. Just say when. It's high time you have to. Okay, be
yeah,
very
mhm.
respectful, so that okay. I mean, this movement doesn't get a bad name. See, there will be attempts from other people acting as Sushant warriors to try and malign this process. See, it's already happening. They have created gangs in between. They are targeting each other. I mean, they are targeting members and followers of other warriors. So this thing is happening. Many attempts are happening to dilute this movement, divide the people.
correct,
Right. So
correct.
kindly take care of this as well.
Sure, Deeptiji.
Will do,
Deeptiji, just
will do.
last one question. If you know, you can just answer. Like, did Sushant had his own lawyer? Do you know anything about this?
Not yet.
No idea. Okay, fine. So that's like, okay. So any questions,
No,
Harley
that's
ji?
all. That's all. So,
Okay.
Deepti, thank you so much for bringing to light, the way Sri Devi left, and also bringing us to light of what Sushant went um, through his diary, through his words. All right. If it wasn't for you, I don't think nobody would know what is happening. We would still be blindsided, and lots more life would have gone. So, thank you so much, and be safe, stay safe, and keep up the good work.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Let's
Harley ji.
stay.
Thanks for
Yeah.
coming.
Let's stand
Thank
together,
you.
united and strong against this injustice.
Definitely,
Okay. Yeah. And we will
definitely,
not stop till justice is served.
definitely.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Deepti ji, thank you so much for your patience. You were answering so much question. I know how much pressure you're undergoing, and you have so many other works also, like decoding of Sushant's diary, and fighting for Sri Devi ji, and other so many works you have, and handling other trolls also. I know you need more power and more. You should be really strong, and we are also, of course, learning from you how to fight. More. We are there for Sushant, and we are there for Sri Devi ji also, and we are, you're doing such a great thing. You have opened so many things now, through our Sushant. So we have the opportunity to read Sushant's diary. It's because of you. Thank God he has given in a right hand. Sushant's, his pure soul is given in a right hand, so that it
Exactly.
will not be destroyed. So think, if it have in a wrong hand, that's all. Everything, the thing will be continued as what's going. But
It will
Sushant
be.
wants to
It will be
know.
like. It will be like another Vohra report,
Yes,
which
exactly.
never,
Of course.
which never
Of
came out.
course. Which never will come. Yeah. So Sushant, actually, everywhere he's mentioned in his diary that everyone should know what's happening. That's his like
Exactly.
main motive. He's everywhere. He said, like, in case if someone wanted to take this research, please do it in a rightful way. Do it,
See,
and
because
take
this is
this as
not
a
something. So this is not something which started now or 10 years back.
exactly.
This thing, this control of these evils over the economy and all, it has started since long. We have had mysterious deaths from Lal Bahadur Shastri, Homi Baba, and everyone. See, there. If you just do a research on mysterious deaths in India, you will come up with a list of names, and those are high-profile political figures or celebrities or someone. Not only that, people from you have people from other industries also dying because they are not that popular. People don't usually the attention doesn't go over there. You have a Muthoot chairman falling from fourth floor, like Divya Bharti, you have Coffee Cafe Day owner Siddhartha, again mysteriously suicide or something. So there are scientists dying as well under mysterious circumstances, car accidents. See, there is a lot of filth that is around, and it has been established since over years. This corruption, this level of corruption and all. Not everyone is corrupt. Most of them are good by heart, but they are trapped.
Yes.
Just one deal or one incident of honey trapping where they are filmed. If they give in to their weakness, they are filmed. They will use that video to blackmail and make them join hands with them, commit other crimes. So they are gradually, I know personally of so many people here like that.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah.
So it's now the only way we can change is that we should have a mass awakening, and that is only possible if there is mass awareness. If everyone is aware of what it is and are on the same pitch, because once everyone gets aware, they will see the necessity to change it for the better.
Yeah. That's what, like, as we are doing in Tamil, so I want some more people to do in other languages also, in Telugu, in Malayalam. Everyone should know about, what's happening and why Sushant has sacrificed his, his beautiful life. So thank you so much, Deepti ji, but you have to take care of yourself, and I wish you have to, you try to give the, other rest of the diary as soon as possible. Because
Yes,
the world has to
the
know.
People should know.
The people should know. Yeah, everyone should know. That's what, like, Sushant wished everywhere when he wrote his diary. He said, like, you have to know. The people has to know. Yeah, it's high time. We have to know everything what's happening, and we have to fight for our people and for our generation. So, thanks for coming. Yeah. Please.
Whatever problems are around, even this pandemic.
Yeah.
Its origins are questionable. So you see, now it has entered our homes as well.
Yes.
If you think that these crimes are happening at some place, some other way which you have no connection to whatsoever, then it will not be long before it affects you personally, it enters your houses as well. Because kindly remember, no one is disconnected. Human beings are social beings, they live in a society, everything is connected, and injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
Yeah. And it's like, it's not only Deepti ji should have a social responsibilities, it should come from each and everyone. Everyone, we should have a social responsibilities, what's happening around us, and like how to protect our people.
See, it's basic. See, leading a happy life doesn't need much.
But one thing I should, sorry to interrupt, one thing I should tell, how people are blindfoldedly, leading our life. See, they are very clearly, they're bringing a lot of channels, IPLs, we are our middle class people. We go to job morning 8 o'clock till 9 o'clock. 5 o'clock we finish our job, come back, we eat with the family, watch what kind of programs they show. Like, we watch that, and we don't know what's happening behind us. We don't know what's happening around us. The middle class people and lower middle class and the upper middle class, they've been targeted.
That's how the system is designed. You are numbers. We are numbers.
We are
numbers for them. Okay. Wherever the day, our welfare or something doesn't matter. If it happens through the policies which should their vested interests, well and good. But then again, nothing of whatever they are into, it will never lead to a sustainable development, or it will never lead to prosperity. The inequality, you see, only 10% or some few percent of the people are controlling about 90% of the wealth in the entire country.
Yes.
Only 10% or so, and the remaining 80-90% living in, some are okay. Because see, if everyone is pushed into poverty, then there will be a revolution again, right? So some, according to their backgrounds and their talents, some are well earning, some are earning just enough to run from morning to day and maintain their family.
Yeah.
Some on the lower side. And there are many people who actually are dying. I mean, if you just do a research on deaths due to malnutrition, it is the biggest shame.
Yeah. So
It's the
true.
biggest shame. It's the biggest shame. We are having reports. I mean, we sometimes we get the reports. Most of the things usually don't come out. That because I mean the procurement didn't happen, food got wasted. Such so and so and so, and at the other end, we are having reports of people dying due to malnutrition.
Malnutrition.
I mean, does this sound any logic?
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't.
We have
There's
access
no
and
equality.
yeah. So what times are we living in? I mean, see, it is our responsibility. I mean, it's just it's not that it's happening somewhere else, right? We want a fair world, okay, where all we have to do is stay true to our work, stay true to our relations, stay true to our people, and we lead a happy life. Not this. See, at present, a honest man is afraid to speak the truth. I am receiving, DMs in Twitter from many people saying that I'm quitting the fight because I am receiving calls and they are threatening me. Why I am making. So, are you getting me?
Yeah, I'm getting it. It's after this interview is becoming so heavy. Yeah, he's like Sushant is like one son, for the whole world. He has made so many. He made us to wake, and you are the torchbearer. So you have showed what he wanted to show. I mean, he wanted to show to the world. So
So there's a lot more. There's a lot more. I told you that there's around 700 GB of data. We have hardly
yeah,
covered some 25% or so. There's a lot more exclusive stuff. Okay. I don't know. I mean, see, I have also to be very judicious in what I'm sharing.
sure.
Because wrong information shared at the wrong time can lead to disaster again.
So true. When we talk, also
Right.
we should be really careful what we talk. Also, yeah.
See,
So
because
when we give some,
that's the reason people now are coming and saying, share some videos, share some so that we can be sure that it is authentic. Come on, I mean, if you want to go through the entire stuff, you have to go follow a protocol.
yeah. So true.
In the starting, now itself some names are coming out. Okay. Just imagine if at the very beginning I put some proof or something. Can you guarantee me action on it?
No.
I have shared Sridevi's original document for record from Dubai Health Authority. Since August 2020, I have been sharing on Twitter, tagging everyone, every authority from Dubai and India. Did anything happen? Now I will share the video. Okay. People will talk about it. No action will come from that side. Okay. But some other action will come wherein maybe I will be issued gag orders or some kind of, and you will not be able to know more of what is in it. Right? So kindly understand, if I am going in a particular way, if just let's read out what Sushant had to say. Proofs
Yeah.
and all, proofs and all, that is a later part. Here, agencies, the people who are responsible to give justice, to do justice to these proofs, are the ones these proofs should be submitted to. But if that is not happening, we'll then decide. First, let us hear out what he has to say.
Okay. So you're waiting for the right moment. When it's the right moment, you will do it. Otherwise, like we'll
I
go
don't know if
through the
I will
portal.
be sharing all videos or something. I will be sharing what he has written. Okay. The proofs and all, I don't know what proofs are there. I have not decided yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you just going through like how it goes. Like you finished 25%.
Yeah, whatever he has written. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will finish everything.
And
But
then we'll
the
move.
exact proofs, in the sense, some videos or some documents or he has collected, means. So I will not be sharing those. I will not be sharing the slides which mention the names of people who have helped him and who
Yes.
are still alive.
Okay. That's for the safety purpose.
Yes, naturally, I will not share that.
So people has to understand why she is not sharing. It's purely for the safety. Okay, so still some people are there. We have to safeguard them also. So try to
Yes.
understand. Don't
Most
keep
of
on
the thing I
asking.
will share. Yeah, most of the thing what Sushant wanted to convey, about 98%, I will definitely share. Not with the proof. The proofs will go to only those, be it public,
Yeah.
be it agencies, be it authorities, only those who will ensure justice or action on them.
Okay. Okay, Ditiji.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, I think we have covered most of the questions so far. Like probably if we go through the more slides and then if I have some doubts, I will definitely contact you. And
Sure,
meanwhile,
Mithravin.
you just take a break and yeah, you just do what you feel and what you wanted to. And thanks for being a torchbearer for us. Thanks a lot, and great salute for you for whatever you're
Oh,
doing,
come on.
because it's like we have to appreciate that that moment. It's like you cannot find so many people doing this work, and for Sushant they're doing this not only for Sushant. Through Sushant they're
No,
showing many things. Yeah.
No, Mitra ji, I would say it's too early to appreciate. Let some developments
Yes.
happen. Let some
Yes.
actions happen. Then we will then celebrate. Okay.
Definitely, I hope we will get justice for Sushant. Through Sushant, we will get justice for everyone. Sridevi ji, Disha, and Jia, everyone, whoever we don't know. So many people have sacrificed their life. We not yet know their name also. So we will pray for them also. So thank you so much. You also be safe, and you try to. You do whatever you're doing. You're doing the best. Thank you so much.
You. Thank you.
God bless you. God bless you. More power and be strong.
More power to you too. More
Yeah,
power
exactly.
to you.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Good night,
Thank you so much.
Deepti
Good
ji.
night.
Thanks a
Good
lot.
night.
On
Good
behalf of
night.
the
Good
viewers,
night.
thanks a lot. Thanks for coming.
Thanks. Thank you. Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye bye. See you. So viewers, thank you so much for being such a, you are so patient, and in case something I not missed out your, I missed out your to read your questions, please pardon me. Probably like in next session I will try to conclude your questions, and then I will ask Deepti ji. So it was like really knowledgeable session, and so many questions she very patiently she answered. And I also thank Harlisis for coming here and asking many good questions on behalf of everyone. So thanks a lot. I hope the session is a useful session, and it cleared so many doubts. If you have some other doubts, please keep writing to us, and we will contact her, and whenever she's free, she will come back. ஸோ இந்த செஷனை நான் தமிழில் கூட உங்களுக்கு இன்டர்பிரிட்டேட் பண்ணுறேன் வெரி சூன். வாட் எவர், அதாவது ஹேர்லி என்னென்ன கொஸ்டின் கேட்டாங்க தீப்தி மேம் கிட்ட, அதே மாதிரி வேற யாராவது இந்த ஷோவில் நிறைய கொஸ்டின்ஸ் கேட்டிருப்பாங்க. அந்த கொஸ்டின்ஸ்லாம் நான் கன்க்ளூட் பண்ணி ஒரு ஷார்ட்டாக நான் ஒரு ஹாஃப் அன் அவர் வீடியோவை நான் உங்களுக்கு தமிழில் போடுறேன். ஸோ இங்கே பொறுமையாக இவ்வளோ கொஸ்டின்ஸ் கேட்டதுக்கு அண்ட் இந்த ஷோ பார்த்ததுக்கு ரொம்ப நன்றி. மோட்டிவேஷன்ஸ் கண்டிப்பாக தேவைங்க. இந்த ஷோல நம்ம கரெக்டா தான் பேசிட்டு போறோம். எங்கேயாவது எனக்கு தெரியல நம்ம ஏதோ தப்பு பண்ணலன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஸோ நம்ம கரெக்டா தான் பேசிட்டு இருக்கோம். நம்மளுக்கு எல்லாம் அட் லாஸ்ட் நம்மளுக்கு என்ன வேணும்? சுஷாந்துக்கு நியாயம் கிடைக்கணும். வி ஆர் ஃபைட்டிங் ஃபார் சுஷாந்த். வி ஆர் வாரியர்ஸ், சுஷாந்த் வாரியர்ஸ். We are SSRians. Finally, we need justice for Sushant. We keep fighting in our own way. Please be united. Please be united. Let's not fight with each other. If we are united, then only we will get justice for Sushant. If we get justice for Sushant, through Sushant, we will get justice for everyone. So thanks. Good night. Yes, good night, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. So we will meet in another good session. Thank you so much. Nandri, vanakkam.